we'll get a look here at Caleb Williams. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Bears and the Lions. All that and more coming up next on EA Sports.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Lions team entering play. They come into this one off a bit of a clunker last time out, a loss that ended their 5-game winning streak. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Bears, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
It's been a tradition since the early days of the NFL, and we're off on Thanksgiving Day in Detroit. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So the Bears ready to go on offense, and it's the #1 overall pick leading them out, the Heisman Trophy winner from USC, Caleb Williams.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
What's the ratio you say you're okay with?
If you go 3 to 1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly, but behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
He'll get this to the longtime Charger. It's Keenan Allen. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
It's a game of 17-9. First down there.
They go here with a former Lion. It's DeAndre Swift. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46.
Holding offense.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A lot of great quarterbacks from USC. Here's another one. The rookie's got a first down. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 17 carries, 52 yards, and a touchdown.
And even though it's a short week, running backs love when they're in a groove, and that's exactly where he is right now. He's hoping to feast a little bit more here on Thanksgiving.
2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
And the Bears first down.
From the gun, here's Swift. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. He's got Allen. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn on field and gain any yardage.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up on is Santos for the Bears field goal. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. Santos' kick is up and through, and it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And out come the Lions for their first drive behind their 9th-year quarterback. In year number 4 with Detroit, it's Jared Goff.
I love just about everything about him. Love his game, love his makeup, love his moxie. One of my favorite words. This guy's a competitor. Gritty, tough, you name it, he's got it. But he did throw an interception in last week's game. That contributed to a loss. And despite the fact he threw 3 touchdown passes, he's going to be out there redoubling his efforts and trying to play better.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Goff. Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Now a play fake, and it's gone. That's to the tight end, Laporta. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 34-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 34. Play action. It's Goff. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he takes this one in for the Lions. Touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. This is Swift on the counter. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. 2nd down. Marcus Davenport there to take him down. To throw, Williams. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Working out of the gun, Williams. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Here comes the Bears punter now. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense and their quarterback coming out for their 2nd drive. And the numbers will show he's been one of the most productive QBs in the league all season long, right up there among the leaders in passing yardage. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
at the 25-yard line.
Off play action. Here's Goff. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes. And that's going to be a first down. Well done.
It's a gain of 18. And the Lions first down.
Counter play. Here's Gibbs. They juked him. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's Goff. St. Brown making the catch on the out route. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Goff. Throw over the middle. He finds Williams. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
2nd and 4 at the Bears' 39-yard line.
Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Gibbs will try and pick it up. Dances by him. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Goff now to throw. This is caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams, a 24-yard touchdown, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Chicago offense set to get started. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. They'll go play action here with Williams. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. 2nd and 10. To the air, Williams completes it left side to the tight end Lewis. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try to figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
They'll go. Here's Williams. And incomplete on the deep ball. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. Here's Goff. Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Throwing is Williams. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8. Second and a couple. Here's Williams. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. To throw, it's Williams. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Looking to throw is Williams. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Tyler Scott, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Lions going to go back on offense one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Patrick. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
The final shot before break here. Goff.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. So we're at halftime here in the annual Thanksgiving game in Detroit.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway.
Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line.
Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the 3rd quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their first drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time, it's just a matter of executing the game plan you brought in. But I'll guarantee you, they didn't draw that play up on the whiteboard at halftime. They're fortunate to retain possession.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long.
Back to throw. Goff. He's going to loft one. Deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Now Goff. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And the Bears take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Taken down at the 41. Unbeatable weather. First down, Chicago.
They'll fake the give. Now Williams.
And his throw is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
So out now come the Lions. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now a give to Gibbs, running left, and down to the 41.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Jaquan Brisker getting sent on the safety blitz, and he was able to finish it off.
It's now 3rd down.
So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That's complete to Laporta.
And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
A gain of 15 yards brings up 4th down.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So they're content to take the 3. Somewhat of a conservative call there, opting not to go for it on 4th and inches.
And that's from a team that you and I know is not usually playing it close to the vest. It's a little bit of a surprise that they opted for the 3 instead of going for it.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, That is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
That'll be caught. It's Scott.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now at Ford Field. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. Caught right side. It's Lewis. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. They run out of the gun with Swift.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
And this offense on third down today, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
They'll try and run here with Swift.
And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Once again, it's Swift.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. From the gun, here's Williams. He'll get this into the hands of Odunze.
And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
And the Bears first down.
From the shotgun, a throw for Williams.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and now thrown incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Now they go screen. It's complete.
He's into space past the 25.
And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
That's why you call a screen. You want to catch a defense overcommitting. Plenty of space available, and that matched up perfectly. What a convoy he got downfield to pick up big yardage on that play.
Now 1st and goal. Swift is into the end zone for a Bears touchdown. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
Sanchez, the football coach.
I hope you've enjoyed your Thanksgiving. All tied, so you still got a reason to avoid Uncle Ed a little longer as the kick is away here. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Lions offense and Jared Goff set to take over once more. And we'll take you through some of the highlights here. You'll notice he had a... This is 1st and 10. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That was a good forceful run, and it demonstrates why you've got to put your body on a runner when you're trying to tackle him. If you just go in there and just try and get him down with arm tackles, usually doesn't work very well, and we saw on that play, he'll run right through those attempted plays.
Here's 2nd down. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie.
The time not an issue just yet, but we'll be watching the clock for sure. Here's 2nd down. Goff. He's got it complete to Gibbs.
Oh, he sheds himself free.
And he will get out of bounds here as well. What a play. Big yardage. They stop the clock, and they move it to the boundary of field goal range as well.
Now that is the 2-minute drill at its very best. Get the completion, get a big chunk of yardage, and then get out of bounds to save those timeouts. You cannot do it any better than that.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
Holding offense. That's on the guard, Kevin Zeitler. First-round pick back in 2012.
So the road a little tougher here. Now 1st and 20. Gibbs straight ahead.
And he's got some space here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They'll go again with Gibbs.
And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Trying the left side with Gibbs.
Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead. So how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeout.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
Stopped short. Down at the 1. Had the broken tackle, but couldn't get it all the way home.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
2nd down, goal to go. Gibbs.
And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Offside, defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points.
That penalty is declined.
Point after try forthcoming. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays.
And it's capped off by the late touchdown. It's a 7-point lead here in the final minute of the game.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
So now the Bears down 24-17. A little over 40 seconds to go. They need a touchdown and the PAT to tie it as they come up 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout.
He'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Pratt. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Back to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. A really nice knockdown. He gets so much pressure in these situations on defensive backs. What are they taught?
Play the ball, not the man, because if you have a pass interference penalty in this spot, boy, oh boy, you put your team in a bad place.
Working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
This offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here 1st down.
Back to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them to completion.
Again from the 15, 2nd and 10.
He's back to throw.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Lions have just about sewn up this football game.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Goff with a kneel down here, and that should put a conclusion to this one.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was, and the home team